Have the powers of chaos taken root in the Imperium once more? Lately I've been wandering through the darkest corners of my mind, pondering rumors and whispers of what new horrors may emerge in the upcoming Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. With the first game exposing players to brutal combat against orcs and tyranids, could this sequel take us deeper into the complex struggles between mankind and the ruinous powers? When I first played Space Marine years ago, I'll never forget the thrill of suiting up in Terminator armor and charging headlong into battle. The way it put you right in the boots of a true hero of the Imperium, cutting a bloody path through the Xeno scum threatening humanity. It was like living out my childhood power armor daydreams. But this time, what if the true threat came from within, corrupting mankind's spirit as well as its cities? Some of the teases for the sequel have me wondering if the Space Marines will face demons storming through warp gates into the material world. And if that's the case, it means the corrupting whispers of chaos have found fertile new souls to manipulate once more. Of course, the Space Marines would not stand alone against the coming shadows. In exploring rumors of the sequel's plot, I like to imagine armies of the faithful Adepta Sororitas taking the field alongside their gene-enhanced brothers. Where the Space Marines cut a path with bolter and blade, the Battle Sisters would hold the line with flamer and faith, their prayers and devotion becoming a bulwark against the demon's incursion into reality. Both forces understanding all too well what's at stake should the ruinous powers gain more souls or stronger holds within the Imperium. It's scenarios like these, pitting humanity's greatest protectors against nightmares given form, that get my imagination fired up about the epic showdowns Space Marine 2 might have in store. Of course, with any rumors or potential plot details about the new game still shrouded in secrecy, there's no guarantee Daemons will play a central role in Space Marine 2's campaign. The developers may take the storyline in entirely new directions that catch us all off guard. But imagining the Space Marines being called to battle a resurgence of chaos gives me chills of anticipation. Envisioning what it might be like to once again don the armor and advanced weaponry, launching assaults from the skies alongside brother Marines to reclaim worlds lost to corruption. Only this time facing threats that eclipse even the bloodthirst of orcs or tyrannical ploys of the Necrons. A demonic invasion could make for the most epic stakes yet in the hallowed history of the Adeptus Astartes. Now the question is, how soon until we find out if these theories hold weight? I can hardly wait to find out. As I continued considering what forces the Space Marines might face in the sequel, my imagination kept returning to Khorne's demonic hordes. Relentless and bloodthirsty, a full-blown invasion of bloodletters would test even the Adeptus Astartes' resolve to its limits. I pictured the scenes of close-quarters combat, with chainswords and power axes hacking through the demonic flesh as the tide threatens to overwhelm their defenses. Each kill, buying only moments of respite before the next wave crashes against their armor. With no end in sight and ammunition dwindling, it would truly take an iron will and brotherhood of spirit to withstand the onslaught and live to fight another day. Scenes of such unyielding bravery in the face of unending danger are what Warhammer tales were made of, shaping heroes through the fires of war. Beyond envisioning the front lines clashes, I also found myself wondering about the larger strategic picture in the war against chaos. How would the trusted leaders of various chapters coordinate their counteroffensive? What counsel would the Codex interpreting Tech Marines offer on maximizing firepower and route of advance? And of gravest concern, how would intelligence be gathered on the enemy's movements when daemons spring from the immaterium rather than mortal banners? As a commander pondered over territory lost and reinforcements delayed, what resolve and calculating wit would be required to outmaneuver forces not bound by the constants of matter and space? These were the sorts of dilemmas I hoped the sequel might address, further fleshing out 40k's rich tableau of military command.